What is up, everyone? NightFury here from Tales of the Tome, going back into more Pokemon Academy life. As always, joining me today is my wife, Brightfury.
Hey everyone, Brightfury here.
Alright, and before we begin, links to the Discord server where you can download this game for yourself if you want to play it is in the link below, along with Brightfury Games channel, the Patreon, and I think other artwork that I've done. Anyway, last we left off, we just got finished fighting Rowan in gym class, which people had been talking about it for a little bit and were saying how his fight was really hard. But after looking back at it, it was kind of easy for me, considering I have a couple of ghost types, and since he used Giga Impact so often, that wasn't able to affect those ghosts. So yeah, Ghost Light alone took out about half his team, if not more. But it is Friday, and we've still got one more afternoon class. I think I'll go to Bug one more time for the week. I wonder what we'll learn today. Gonna go out on a limb and say something about Pokemon? Just general studies. In the wild, a bug type's greatest predators strike from above. Pidgeot, Fearow, Trumbeak, all feast on insects. Which means that in battle, a bug catcher worth his net must have a solution. The electric bug Galvantula can outspeed many flying types and evolves from our local Joltik, which I happen to have one. My own preferred solution is a bug-rock hybrid such as Crustle or Almaldo. In addition to laying Stealth Rock, which devastates flying teams, these Pokemon can knock birds down from the sky. Few birds will withstand a Smackdown or Stone Edge, and these moves are equally strong against fire types. Berg ones that Vikavolt and Frostmoth, despite their anti-flying moves, may be too slow to capitalize. Classmate bonds increased. Bug proficiency 27. Alright, and I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of weekend event since we already had the tryouts. So let's see what happens. So, if you can find them, a flying gem combined with acrobatics and the ability Unburden is an effective way to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Except in most of these situations, it's the bird killing you with the help of a stone. Well, technically it's a mineral, but perhaps there's little point in quibbling over that. Oh, the bell! A timely save! I was quite running out of steam. Go enjoy your weekends, but be sure to read up on the water-type move interactions for Monday's test. You have some time before a battle team meeting. Better spend it wisely. Right, okay, so let's see here. Oh! Wait, can I do Serena's? Or you want to find Serena? Yes? Okay. You're up.
Ah, wonderful. I was wondering when I might see you again. I rather thought you'd attempted to defect from our grand cause.
Wouldn't dream of it. Our grand cause being, trying to get Calem a date, right?
Quite right.
Dumb question, I know, but have you asked Calem if he wants us to do this for him?
No need. I know he doesn't. Which makes it all the more thrilling, do you not think? It's rather like wrapping up a snowfall present. A lovely surprise for the receiver.
Well, you know him better than I do. But for the record, this was your idea, right?
Naturally, I get the credit.
Good, that way when it blows up in your face, I don't have to try and cover for you.
Sorry, what was that?
That's one way to put it. Ha 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 ha.
I believed there was a new member of the Coordinator Club that held promise at first. Too hasty an estimation, I'm afraid. I simply thought she was Calem's type. Various other attributes have revealed themselves since then, and I'm quite sure it's not the perfect match I envisioned. But this minor setback revealed something quite important to me. I cannot simply rely on my eyes to estimate people, much as one's visual estimation of myself might be quite misguided.
Serena vibrates with visible excitement. You're crazy, you know that?
I am not but flattered, Mr. Knight. A dash of insanity is a cornerstone to any excellent conspiracy, is it not?
Oh boy. Okay, you said you can't rely on your eyes, so what are you thinking?
Oh, it's quite simple. We'll simply interview a few notable prospects.
This seems like a bad idea. I mean, okay, that's an idea. Sure. I guess it might actually work, even. Who are we starting with?
Jasmine. Fortunately, she's right here in the library. Please accompany me, if you will.
Sure.
This may come as a bit of a struggle, but I might request you are not entirely truthful about what we are interviewing our prospectives about.
That's gonna make everything much harder, and not just for me.
I am simply unsure we will receive candid responses if we do not leverage a bit of occlusion, regards to our overall plan.
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but not sure I can agree with you.
Very well. Perhaps we should make a bet.
Oh yeah? What kind of bet? Can't really do money right now.
If this plan yields no fruit, then I shall grant you 2 tickets to a Rhyhorn race for you and a friend.
Oh, sneaky. You know I'd invite you anyway.
I'm sure you can imagine that attending such a great event with the last name Yumeoka is perhaps a greater benefit than it appears on the surface.
I just enjoy your company, but sure, hanging out with Grace's daughter at a Rhyhorn race is a pretty big benefit too. It's a date then.
Only if it's not a date, I'll warn you, I'm quite confident in my picks.
Alright, let's go hunt down Jasmine. Poor girl.
Oh, hello, Hiccup. Serena, you're here too? Rather so. We were hoping we might have a moment of your time and perhaps ask you a couple questions. I don't see why not. I was just about to take this book back to my dorm. Do you mind if we sit? Not at all. So, you were just about to bring that book back, yes? May I inquire as to its contents? Certainly. It's called Metal Magic. It's a book in a series about wizards who burn metals to use, magical powers. I simply can't put it down. Fiction? Fiction?
No, I'm just thinking about Jasmine's voice. Maybe it's a bit... I know what you're going for.
Yeah.
I just... Maybe a bit too... I don't know, breathy? Airy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Ashley Johnson's Fern character?
Sort of.
Something kind of like that, but whatever. It's fine.
One assumes. I see.
I know what she's thinking. Calem isn't the biggest fan of fiction, preferring to read biographies or historical texts. Nerd! His shelf in the old dorm had tons of black and white photos of stern-looking dead guys on them. But that's really a small thing to cut Jasmine out of for running for.
It's no matter. Tell me, what are your thoughts on art, painting, or other such mediums? I'm not sure. I have strong opinions, besides a general appreciation. At the therapy center I attend occasionally, some of the other patients paint. There's one girl who's delightfully good at it, though she uses her feet. I don't usually engage in that sort of thing, though. I see. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm disappointing you in some way. No, not at all. I suppose I've one more question. How many children do you intend on having?
I beg your pardon?
Unless massive advances in gene editing technology are invented, approved, and for use, and made available to the public at an affordable rate within the next 2 decades, I suspect my answer is unavoidably 0, and why are you asking me this? I apologize. I didn't mean to imply that. That is... I know you meant no offense. None has been taken. But it is not exactly a choice for me, nor for many others. The ability to choose who we are is a wonderful gift. That it is. Apologies. We should let you get back to your metal magic. Thank you. And really, I am not offended. Just appreciate what you have. Many people wish to change their lives, not because they seek something better, but because they cannot endure that. What they do have. Sorry. Of course, I am aware. Of course you are. I will see you later in Instructor Bertha's class then. Yes, see you then.
Well, that wasn't awkward at all. If all our interviews go like that, those Rhyhorn race tickets are as good as mine.
I've never interviewed someone before. Please allow me a grace period as I become accustomed to the role I'm playing.
Sure. Who's next on the list?
I've decided on Janine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you right there.
She is ambitious, attractive, strong, and clever. I see no problem, do you?
Given what I know about Janine, yes I do. Look, Calem's kind of a gentleman, and I'm pretty sure Janine is a bit too forceful for him.
So you say. But I assure you, Calem can be quite forceful when sufficiently motivated.
No, I mean like she will eat him alive.
Still, I will keep your warning in mind. Is Janine available now?
As far as I know, she's probably at the battle hall if she wants to be found.
Then let us not tarry.
This doesn't seem like a good idea. I'm not sure I know how to tarry.
Hello, Janine. Hi. Hiccup?
Sorry, this is Serena Umauka. She's got a couple questions for you. Just play along.
Sure, this won't take long. It shouldn't. First question, if I may. What do you like to do in your free time? Oh, wow. Was expecting something about battles, to be honest. In my free time, haven't really had free time in a while. I guess free climbing is pretty fun. Oh, and working on my knotcraft. You know, ropes, hooks, other things.
Okay.
That makes sense. They probably help you with climbing.
Yes, climbing, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes. Okay, that can be worked around. Do you have any interest in having children at some point?
Oh boy.
What? Children, you know, enfants. What kind of quiz is this?
I'm sorry.
I really meant no offense if you don't wish to answer. No, it's fine. I'm just not used to getting caught so off guard. Not really thinking about children at the moment. Or marriage. Champion step 1. Everything else is step 2.
Yep, just what I thought. Serena didn't like that. I guess kids must be pretty important to Calem. On the other hand, she's asking questions that most people don't generally ask until several dates in. I assume. Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, I think that's all I need to know. Though, just to ask, would you have any interest in taking your husband's name?
Oh boy.
Telling you not being forward. Seriously, Hiccup, where'd you get this girl?
I wouldn't have...
If it's too personal, Look, I'm a Koga. I'll always be a Koga. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to do all the crazy stuff my dad does, but I'm pretty sure his heart would break if I left his name behind. If I marry someone, they're just going to have to be okay with that. Splendid! Thank you, Janine. If I may ask some follow-up questions later, but I think I've made a good start at the present. I appreciate your time. What the hell was that, Hiccup? She's that student who's always hanging out with that old man, right? Was she hitting on me?
No, fortunately not. It's so much weirder than that, and I really can't go into it right now.
I'm going to be thinking about this for weeks. Damn. A disappointing showing. She was very impressive during that exhibition match at the beginning of the year. but perhaps not the sort of impressive that Calem is looking for.
Yeah, I could have told you that and saved us both the time. I'm not sure that Calem is looking for anything right now.
Which is why it's up to us to find it for him.
This is so stupid. Just talk to him! But fine, who's next on the list?
Dawn is, I believe, an excellent pick.
No! Are you... No, actually that makes sense. Even I can see that. They share fairy class too, so they're familiar with each other at least.
My thoughts exactly. I'm rather familiar with her from our work in the coordinator club together, and I'm quite certain she's a perfect fit for our Calem.
I don't know about that. All I can do is watch the train wreck at this point.
Nonsense! Dawn will be a perfect match. Just you wait and see. I imagine she's probably practicing in the contest coliseum at this time. Please, let's make haste. The evening is drawing long.
Yeah, sure. Oh boy. This girl knows nothing about stuff. She seems pretty focused on her routine. Should we wait?
How considerate. Yes, let's. Hi! Hiccup! Serena! Hi! I'm not scared! What are you talking about? Naturally. You look effortlessly graceful, incidentally, Dawn. I do hope someone's told you today. It actually takes a lot of effort. May I trouble you to answer a couple of questions? It's for a personal quiz of sorts. A compatibility tester, if you will. Sure. Who am I testing my compatibility with? Oh, well, Calem. Actually, Calem Xavier. Calem? Do you have any thoughts on this?
His last name's Xavier?
I guess so. Mostly, just wondering why you're testing my compatibility with Calem. Not really. No. Splendid. Well, before we get into the proper meat and potatoes of the question, why don't you tell me a little bit about Calem? Or rather, what you think of him? He's cool. Is that all? Well, I really appreciate everything he did for the coordinator club. I feel like him recruiting Licia put me on a new path for life. And he's so earnest and passionate in our fairy type class. He doesn't get the fashion stuff Instructor Valerie is always saying, but he works so hard to understand anyway. And he's really great with Wally. Whenever Wally seems confused or struggles with something, Calem helps him out, and he's so patient and kind with him. And he's super smart, but also really sensitive. And he actually gets art, and we can talk about Sinoan painters together, which I can't do with anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows up all the time to the contest to support you. So he's clearly a great friend, and his silver hair makes him look very distinguished, and he... No, I didn't say any of that. Don't tell him I said that. Don't even remember, please. He'd probably think I was a weirdo, and it kind of sounds like I've been watching him, but I swear I haven't. But I mean, I'm not ignoring him either. It's just that... It's fine. Huh? I don't think there's any reason to continue asking questions on this theme. It seems pretty clear that the two of you are wholly compatible. Oh, well, okay. That's good, I guess. Yes.
Do I detect a hint of jealousy?
Okay. I'm going to go die now. See ya. Okay.
No, that's not okay, Dawn. You don't need to die. Please, seriously, don't. No, I said don't! There she goes.
Maybe I'll just go back to that vase again. It was nice in there, dark, where nobody could see me.
Now look what you've gone and done, Serena. What the hell was that?
It's nothing. Just, I think we've been going about this the wrong way.
Oh, really? Have we? Please, enlighten me. Sounded to me like you realized Dawn was getting a bit too close to an actual solution to your problem, and you didn't actually want one. Fine, who's next on the list?
I think perhaps the list is not giving us what we want.
Oh, okay, so what do we want?
Truthfully, I'm not sure I can bear the thought of Calem with another woman after all.
Oh, for the love of frick, just date already. Well, at least we're being honest now, so...
So, men it is.
Oh, for the love of frick. This is why you're not allowed to define other people's relationships. Serena, I am begging you. Don't make us go through this, but with men, this time.
I don't believe that'll be necessary. That is one person who requires no interview to pass muster. I speak, of course, of you.
Oh, for the love of... I would very much rather not. Flattered, sure. This is so stupid.
Stupid or original?
Definitely stupid.
I am sure they said the same thing to the man who first proposed to a heliocentric galaxy.
I'm not dating Calem so you can convince yourself that you don't want to date him, Serena. He's a great guy, considerate and witty, but this is weird. And I think you know deep down it's weird.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll set everything in motion.
I feel like I'm being ignored.
I assure you, dear Hiccup, its development is mandatorily important for the success of this little caper.
A caper that I don't want to be part of anymore. I'm definitely being ignored.
Oh, how funny it is to look back on these events now. I suspected some sort of great machination was required to resolve this, but the solution was right in front of me the whole time.
Can you not hear me? Yeah, great, sure.
Of course, this will be the result in both of you being tied up together. This leaves little but scraps for myself, but I suppose that's the lot I've signed up for. And as long as you two are happy, I am certain I will be too.
I won't be.
I'll give you a call shortly with further details. Allow me to...
No.
Pardon? What was that? Oh, that's a Cheeton's Zorua. Those some bitches are rare as hell, even out of here. I'll cozy up with Univa. I gotta snag it.
What? Did she... I think she dropped her accent. And went...
Oh.
Hill?
Oh, that's G-darn Zorua. Those some bitches are rare as hell. Even out here, I'll cozy up with Univa. I gotta snag it. We'll talk later, Hiccup. Get the lead out. Hondor, we're going fox hunting.
The hell just happened?
I don't know.
She better not have forgotten about those Rhyhorn race tickets she owes me. Your heart shift says your relationship with Serena evolves from conspirator to solution. Not at your discretion, but that's what it's become. This girl is crazy.
She is.
And here I was all keyed up at the beginning of the game to try and date her.
Line up. Who's been watching that Millennium Drop contest?
You, Leaf, Ethan, and Blue raise your hands.
Now, who's participated?
Leaf, Ethan, and Blue lower their hands. You are now the only one with a hand still raised.
Hiccup?
I didn't win, so it won't take time from the battle team, I promise.
See that it doesn't. If your attention is divided, I'll notice, and I'll correct you.
You bow your head submissively, and Janine lets out a low chuckle, quiet enough you don't think anyone else heard. I'll do my best, ma'am.
Good. I don't have any special instruction for today. We'll go through the same drills, just harder and faster than last time. Any questions? Go ahead.
If we pass through all 4 quarter clashes, we can enter the national tournament, right?
Yeah.
The winner of the national tournament can challenge the Kobukan champion, yes.
You're still there. What's the next question?
Why is the champion seat empty? Some people can't handle the burden of championship. The former champion was neither a Kobukan student nor a member of the battle team. If they were, they surely would have had the wherewithal to stick around for longer than the crowning ceremony. This was embarrassing for Kobukan. Not only that we were beaten by one who did not even attend our academy, but that they were beaten by one of so little quality of character. So whoever wins national tournament this year will become Kobukan champion. No challenge necessary.
That's the plan.
Do you think that Kobukan will ever have a traditional 8-gym system?
No. Not until some actual Kobukanians start attending this school, at any rate.
One must imagine Kobukan both a blessing and a curse to the Inspirians. Kobukan supports their economy and brings in wealthy tourists and short-term residents from across the globe. At the same time, this academy's existence guarantees that every skilled trainer who ever existed in Kobukan must one day return home. Thank you. No further questions. I now know what my contingency plans must be.
Alright, Lance and I will help your Pokemon remember any moves you need. Though, it's kind of a misnomer. There are some moves that Pokemon can learn even from level 1. They just need to be taught them by a trainer who knows how. Even if you think you don't have any moves you want your Pokemon to remember, try it out. See what your options are.
Okay. Rowan informed me you battled him earlier today. Yeah, I assume I disappointed you somehow, like usual. This time you have managed to narrowly escape my disappointment. Oh, wow, I'm so glad. What a blessing this must be. You know what has been asked of me, I am here to provide. Yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Let's check out what Shiva can learn. You're Frostmoth. Very well. Fine, what do you want me to teach this Pokemon? Let's see. She doesn't currently have any... Okay, due to your knowledge, your Pokemon can learn top moves 2 levels early. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What does she have right now? Struggle Bug, Icy Wind, and Feather Dance, which... No, that's not what I want. Lowers attack, special attack, 100% accurate, 50 power. Okay. Alright, Infestation is basically Fire Spin, but for bugs. We've got Attract, Helping Hand, Powder Snow, which I just took away for Aurora Beam, Defog, Mist. User's stats cannot be changed for a period of time. And Stun Spore. Oh! Actually, I think I'm good. Yeah, whatever, dude. Yes, I'm certain. It is done. I take my leave of you. You're up.
Alright, we're all done here? Yeah? Good. We're going to spar now. I'll pick one of you at a time, and add more opponents to the fight until you fall.
A Zerg rush of B-tiers. Kiki.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I think that's supposed to be me laughing?
I could pretend I'm picking randomly, but we all know I'm not. So Hiccup, you're first on the chopping block.
Oh, ready to go down swinging.
Yeah, well, stay up for as long as you can. If it's over too fast, I'll be disappointed.
Are you getting off on watching me battle?
I don't know.
Tarantulas gained 486. Tarantulas leveled up. Learn Agility. Already knows 4 moves. What should... Okay, this is a good question. Because Tarantulas... his speed is okay, but it's not great. Especially with his IVs for speed being 0. I think I'll get rid of Screech for that. Yuri gained experience. Shockjaw leveled up. Everyone else gained experience. After beating off. I am seeing where you're going with this. After beating off more of your team members in a row than you thought you could, Janine finally releases you. She really knows right where the edge is and how to take us to it, huh? Wording, dude.
I'm not going to say it, Ethan, but someone has to.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get back to the dorm. Dibs on first shower. Well, that was interesting. When you leave your bedroom after waking up, you walk into the common room and are surprised to see Ethan, Yellow, and Blue all huddled around a laptop. Hey guys, good morning. What you doing? Looking up contest outfits for Yellow. Oh, I getcha. Maybe finding something online will be less intimidating than looking in the mall. That's the hope. It's so much cheaper online than at the mall, and if we do order, it'll get here in like a day anyway. Why does anyone even go to the mall? Apparently, the female of the species finds it fun. Baffling, I know. Pfft, if they...
Blue, I really don't appreciate whatever you're about to say.
How do you know what I was about to say? Maybe it was something complimentary. Yeah, sure it was. Ha 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 ha. Hiccup, we're probably gonna be here a while. Need anything from us? Nah, should be a pretty low-key day. Did Leaf already leave for her party?
She has a party? She didn't tell us.
It's always parties with that girl. Arceus knows when she studies. Anyway, no, she's...
Right here, and she's doing fine academically, thank you very much.
Whatever. You dropped out of dragon class, that's all I know.
Come on, Ethan. It was a dragon class. Dropping out is practically expected, and that was a low blow.
Blue didn't.
Well, that's different, right, Hiccup?
I'm not getting involved in this one.
You know, one of these days, we're really going to have to battle it out, Ethan. I think you've gotten a bit too comfortable digging at me.
You know what? Sure. Soon as we find something for Yellow to wear, or give up on it, Battle Hall should be good.
Sure, that'd be fun. You've got a new Quilava, right? I wanted to battle against it for a while.
Did you forget that this was meant to be an airing of grievances kind of thing?
No, it can be that. And fun.
Well, alright.
I hate to ruin this moment of connection. It's really great and I'm proud of you guys. But didn't you have a party, Leaf? Yes, but battling Ethan would give me an excuse to forget it.
Come on. This is just because... Is this just because you're nervous about it?
Yeah, entirely.
Well, that's no reason to ditch a commitment. I mean, come on. You already said you'd go, and besides, you know you'll have fun once you're there.
Right, as always. Okay, sorry, wrong voice. Right, as always. Okay, I'm going back in my room, and I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to have fun.
Stop telling us about it and just do it then. Stupid.
Idiot.
Whatever.
Blue has no respect for my character development.
The only kind of developing he's interested in is in his Pokemon's strength. And urban development, actually. But that doesn't come up very often, for some strange reason.
A regular bottomless pit of surprises and hidden depths, that boy. Alright, see ya. Probably tonight. Late, if I'm lucky.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Also, don't do several things I would do, actually, now that I think about it.
I'll use my best judgment.
Alright, so back to this. I think a nice cobalt blue might work well here. You crazy? Her color's obviously green.
Well, that is my favorite, but for a dress, maybe.
They seem pretty into it. It's nice to see them getting along. Alright, let's see here. Don't wanna... Oh, should we see what Calem's side of things is?
Yes.
Let's rank up with Calem. Yes, let's go find the boy.
This is gonna be good. I can already tell.
Oh, hey, Calem. Hiccup Knight, have you and Serena engaged in a conspiracy to get me a date? Well, I can't say we did not do that. Shit. I know I need not tell you why that's incredibly stupid. I'm right there with you, man. Serena kind of force of willed me into it. Yes, I know exactly what you mean, unfortunately. Hiccup, I understand your intentions were benign, but you almost also understand that this was a bit condescending, no? Yeah, I get that. I am no wide-eyed schoolboy fresh from the Kalos countryside, I assure you. I am more than capable of handling my own romantic pursuits, or lack thereof. Calem, I promise. I know, you're preaching to the choir. It's Serena who needs to be told this, but I have a feeling she's not going to listen. Which I'm very much intend to, possibly tonight, but you are the man in front of me right now. Okay, well, like I said, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Thank you. I apologize for my brusqueness. It was probably well-deserved. Nonsense. Good manners are the bare minimum you should be able to expect in return for your efforts. Not sure these particular efforts warrant it, but thanks anyway. Although, now feels like the best time to ask, and I kind of have to. What's your situation with Serena? Like, we've all kind of got this weird, feeling that there's some kind of sexual tension between you that you guys aren't talking about, like, ever. At the present or in the past? Both, I guess. Well, I am loath to answer a question with a question, but I suppose I must ask if you're asking because you have an interest in her. In a romantic sense, that is. I mean, yes, but I don't know, after the last couple of weeks, I'm feeling maybe not as much as I used to be. I'm gonna say no. Very well. I met her when I moved to Vanaville Town, when my art mentor's health began to fail, and city life became too much for her. This was in, late 2001, I believe? I didn't know much about her. As I understood it, there was another Colossian, someone I had simply never seen before. I lived in Lumio City for many years, and it was definitely possible I'd overlooked her as a child. As a man, though, it was impossible to overlook her, I can assure you. Aw, look at him, he's blushing.
Oh, cute.
She is, gorgeous, intelligent, generous, funny, and so dreadfully ambitious. I worried that if I looked away for a moment, I would look back to see her occupying the prime ministership. Smitten does not begin to cover my thoughts. I had loved before, but when I saw her for the first time, I fell in love for the first time. I could not begin to tell her how ardently I had admired and loved her, and I thought of her the first thing in the morning when I woke. She was my last thought before I laid my head to rest. I am not feeling anything right now. I am definitely not being swayed by this argument. Wow. I just learned more about her and you than I think I ever knew before. Sweet. Your understanding of Serena and Calem increased. But dude, I thought you didn't like her. And yet, between the two of us, I am considered the weaker actor. What happened, man? I grew up. I saw what sorts of priorities I needed to dedicate my life to, and I knew that I could not address them with the same lifetime that I would devote myself to Serena. Okay, come on. What do you mean by that? You've met her. You understand surely. I cannot live a life where I claim to love her, but she does not receive all the love I wish to give her. It's not an all or nothing, man. She likes you, and she'd be happy to have whatever you can give. I trust your counsel and know your intentions are good, but you cannot speak for her. Well, what could keep you so busy anyway? So busy you couldn't pay attention to the woman you love more than anything? Not more than anything. There is one thing I love more. Kalos, my home. Bella Terre. To preserve it is my greatest goal, and it will take a lifetime, or at least half of one. Are you familiar with the Lysander Labs incident? It doesn't ring a bell. In 2002, a businessman of some prominence in the region, Lysander Fuladari, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, announced his intentions to destroy the region. What? The whole region? And much of the surrounding area, including Galar and Paldea. He claimed he would use some sort of weapon to do this. Something from history's pages long forgotten. Oh yeah, I know what this weapon is about. This is the ultimate weapon that I read about with Hilbert, isn't it? The cannon. The cannon event. Clearly, he was quite mad. Nothing he promised came to pass, but, clearly he was quite mad. Nothing he promised ever came to pass, and he was arrested very shortly after his proclamation. I'm sensing a however. Acute of you, I'm afraid. However, Lysander was a very involved public figure. He was seen talking with our champion at length. He'd invented the holocaster, the primary method of communication in Kalos. Far worse is that second-in-command, who was one of our Elite Four. Her position still is yet to be filled. Dantha has received much heat for that. People have lost faith in the government, in the people that we relied on and respected. The region is on edge, and a push in either direction could decide its fate. At the same time, there are opportunists from other regions attempting to warp the narrative and influence the media in our country, breaking down order and trust. At the risk of losing my apolitical veneer, far too much of the Colossian populace's opinions of their government is formed by Galarian television. Damn you, Mr. Bean. I believe my countrymen can handle the cleanup efforts from within. I do not seek to be a politician, but this sense of isolation, of relying too greatly on our internal strongmen, is what caused this. To do right, we must look outwards. Kalos cannot recover from this state alone. Strong bonds, alliances, and friendships between people who may think, speak, and look entirely differently are the key. To save the region I love, I must forsake me. I will be on call at all hours of the night. I will shake hands with those whose hands have never felt dirt, and those whose hands are bloody. I will say what I need to bring people together, all for the sake of getting them to the same table. I will be the mouthpiece for hundreds of arrogant, egocentric, avaricious politicians who would rather their people starve than admit fault. Do you understand, Hiccup? This is what I've devoted my life to. Sacrifice and sublimation of the self. Serena deserves better than to love a non-entity, and one who could rarely attend to her in any case. I understand. I'm not sure I agree, but only you can decide what your priorities are, so if this is the only path that you can be satisfied with, then that's that. Bless you, Hiccup. I myself am blessed to have in my company two individuals so charming and empathetic. Flatterer. Sacrifice is art. Art is sacrifice. I guess that's implied by the last thing. Yeah. The words of my art mentor. A brilliant painter. I suspected, as I did my parents, though, that I would go to art school. When I elected to pursue a career in diplomacy, well, they were quite upset. Why am I turning Irish? I'm sure you can see the irony. The prodigal son veering off the path of artistry laid before him to pursue international relations? Seems rather the inverse of the common theme. Are your parents artists? Aggressively so. They're part of an artist commune that has very liberal views on relationships and intellectual rights, incidentally. There are, of course, 2 parents that I can trace my lineage to, but it would not be wholly incorrect to say I had at least 7 parents. Whoa, Kalos is... please do not attribute this to Kalos as a whole. My parents are very much a special sort. Come to think of it, given their antisocial views, I suppose I've always played the role of the rebellious teenage son with my keen interest in governmental work. Even in my art, I was somewhat a black sheep. I became quite blasé to nude portraiture very early. I preferred landscapes, buildings, man-made marvels. When the rest of the playground was painting Galarian Rapidash, Florges, and other fantastic sights, I wanted to paint the coffee shop I passed by every day on the way to my lessons. Dude, this is hilarious. And adorable. You're the edgy goth kid, except you were counterculture. Adorable? Well, be that as it may, I am counterculturality was certainly not a conscious choice. Perhaps it is simply the nature of children to think their parents are absolute dorks and strive for something else. And what about you, Hiccup? Are you the apple that fell far from the tree? In the sense that I'm still alive while my dad is pretty bad at that. My sympathies. I'm sure he was a good man. As far as I know, he went down with Cinnabar. That disaster. Yes, I'm familiar with it. What of your mother? Wow, you just learned my dad's dead and you're asking about my mother? I heard Colossians move fast, but... That is a vicious stereotype that is accurate too often for me to wholly dismiss. It is the air of Kalos. It simply makes you believe in love. What can I say? A lot, and you say it pretty well too. Hey, bud, if you could somehow spend time with Serena that you think she deserves and be on call in case Cynthia needs you to talk to Lance, would you do it? I'm not sure there's much worth in pursuing this fantasy, Hiccup. I am quite simply one man with one lifetime. I've dedicated myself to one thing over another. I must prioritize. What's that Univin expression again? Never half-ass 2 things? Whole-ass 1 thing. Crude, but truthful. Well, maybe it's not worth pursuing this fantasy. We might not be able to change anything, but I guess I'm just interested in what your true thoughts are. You're really an interesting guy, Calem, and I've never seen someone with such a strong sense of responsibility. And if you're putting aside your feelings to help other people, that's fine, I guess. But I don't want you to forget that they are what they are, you know? I'm not sure what I did to deserve this level of care and consideration, but I suppose that's the second time I've thought that. Very well. In a perfect world where time is free and love is boundless, where I can give to everyone and everything they need at no cost to myself, I suppose I would love it all with reckless abandon. My nation, you, Serena, my art, my Pokemon, my parents, my... Sorry, what was that second one? You. Like, platonically? Hiccup, my dear friend, this is not a conversation we should have. The would-haves and could-haves have a good reason to be discussed when no actionable course can be followed to claim them. Sorry. Whatever for? I wasn't really properly respecting how you felt about the sacrifices you need to make. It was a lot easier to talk about this when I wasn't part of it. The abstract artist is, often, somewhat removed from his piece. Alright, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Hey, let's move on to the conversation back to Serena, okay? As you wish. So, about where she's really from. Oh, yes, that. In retrospect, perhaps I should have seen the signs. Her Colossian accent got a lot stronger towards the end of the time we knew each other, and she always had a strange store of knowledge that didn't seem to match the history she provided me. But love is blind, or so it is said. Blind and a fool to boot. In a way, it's comforting, I suppose, that the woman I have loved so dearly doesn't actually exist. I can hardly lose her now. What? Come now. She told me she was a Colossian coordinator, so showed me forged educational transcripts, which I didn't ask for, of course, and had a tremendous interest in the Colossian art scene. Given what has come out about her origins, I find it hard to believe that she knew of Edouard Monet for any reason but to get closer to me. Isn't that better? Well, okay, not the lying bit, but where she comes from, or who she is part? I agree that was a bit crazy. But if she became this new person to be the perfect person for you and it worked, then isn't that a sign you're perfect for each other? The Serena I knew was, but she is not the real Serena. I was incorrect. I do not blame her for lying. I blame myself for believing it. Besides, what would you have me do? Ask her to put on a show for the rest of her life? Hide that who she is? She may very well do it, but I would die before asking such a thing. Hiccup, of all your attributes, I find myself appreciating your straightforward and earnest nature most. I doubt it's escaped your attention that Serena and I have a habit, perhaps, of overcomplicating matters. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, maybe a little bit. In Lumios, one often gets lost without a map. I feel as though talking with you provides the same sense of relief, a sense of direction I've been lacking ever since the student council fiasco, the Week 4 incident. My thoughts are far less muddied, and I think I can finally put this faux romance behind me. Now, at last, I can focus on my priorities as they exist now. Which are... Step 1. Continue to fulfill my campaign promises. Failure to win the election is no excuse not to try my hardest. Step 2. Work hard as a Kobukan student and live an uncomplicated and uneventful school life until I graduate. So your plan is to be boring. Step 3. Make this baby of mine respect me, or possibly die trying. Either result will be a relief. Still having trouble there? So much. Quite unlikely any of the fairy types I grew up around. The fairest type, my foot. You know, sometimes small, young Pokemon refuse to evolve because they want to learn a move that'll take more time if they do evolve. Only way to snap them out of that is to make them stronger. I've got some time, for you. Want to train together? I will gladly take you up on that, Hiccup. My thanks, as ever, are many. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Calem evolve from friend to map. What's this? Shockjaw started coughing. Your bond with Calem has earned you the Crab Roller Everall, Togepi Everall, and Vullaby Everall. Yellow is overjoyed. Hooray! Meanwhile, you are no longer you. Oh.
Okay. I'm going to do this. I mean, Klara's done so much for me, right? I need to pay her back. The least I can do is go to her party. A text. Bestie! Where are you, girl? Bunny suit debut? Party starts on 12. Oh, that's right. I need to get going. All right, I'll throw my costume in my bag and grab my hat. Okay, finally. Time to go to a party I didn't plan. A real party with hot girls and expensive snacks and I'm not sure what else is at college parties. Beer, maybe? Well, I'll know when I get there.
Hot, sweaty pillow fights.
Let's see, the sorority's dorm block is in Pledge Hall, right? I think Klara said we'd meet in front of Relic. It's midway between us. Okay, here I go. I'm carping this damn DM.
You go, girl.
Oh, there's Klara. Huh? Bestie! Hi! Hi? Huh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not wearing a costume. I guess you couldn't find one that fit? No, I found one, and it fits. I mean, I think. If it doesn't, then, Hiccup didn't tell me, but I think it does. Oh, so why? Are you not confident in your body? Because I can understand that, really. No, it's not that. I'm sorry. I thought I would change there. I just didn't think, I guess. Great! I was really worried. Well, you should go put it on. You'll never feel comfortable walking across campus in your bodysuit without practicing first. Wait, walking across, why do I need to do that? Why can't I just change there? Imagine if you walked into the party in your full clothes and you opened the door and everyone else was in their costumes. That'd be really embarrassing, right? Really? Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here to look out for you. But I kind of don't want to stay out here any longer than I have to. I mean, the idea of debuting the suits to each other before the party was fun, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. I mean, it's one thing to come out in your bunny suit to show off your bestie, but I don't really want to just stand around here while I wait for you to run back to your dorm to change. Can you hurry? Oh, no, you don't have to do that. Sorry, I really should have thought about this before. You can just see my costume when the party starts since it's so soon, right? You go ahead. Where's the room block? We're meeting in Aura Hall, room 303. We'll probably spread out to other rooms as the night goes on, but we'll keep it small to start off. Best way to keep the party going all night. If you want to do some real damage, you have to be subtle. Sharon never figured that out. Right. You don't want the disciplinary committee busting in and ruining our good time. So true, bestie. Okay, I'll just find a bathroom or somewhere in the relic hall and get changed then.
I just want to check something out really quick because I just realized who we are. It still has an air horn, a root fossil. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And put your makeup on, right? I have some on. Oh! Well, it wouldn't hurt to put on a little more, sweetheart. Okay. Okay, sure. I'll need to run back to my dorm to grab mine, but... Oh, don't worry about that. I've actually got some with me.
Klara takes a quick look around and reaches into her corset. Her hand keeps going and going and going.
Holy shit. How much space does she have in there?
Finally, she pulls out a little black tube of makeup adorned with a faupish silhouette outlined in gold. It looks vaguely familiar.
Here, bestie. The top is eyeshadow. The bottom is lipstick. Thanks. Sorry I've been dropping the ball so much. It's alright. I'm just glad you can come to the party. Thanks. See you in a bit.
Alright, here we go. Meanwhile...
Why do I have a feeling this is going to end badly?
Oh, back to me. Let's see. What do I want to do? Alright, so I think that'll be a good place to call it for now. We'll do the bees in the next episode and find out what's going on with Klara's party, since that seems a little sus.
It really does. I feel like something's gonna go down and Leaf is gonna be really sad.
Perhaps. But for now, as always, leave a comment, subscribe, do all those good things that help support the channel. Patreon is available in the description as well if you'd like to help with that. And for now, we will talk with you in the next video, and that, as they say, is that.